Hey, what's going on, guys? I have my client here, Andy Babkis. He works with clients and he helps them with their fitness. And he joined us because he was having trouble with his Facebook ads and kind of putting together a funnel to bring in new clients. So, Andy, what's going on?
So, Mike, how's it going?
Good, man. Good. So, why don't you tell people a little bit more about yourself and what you actually do?
Okay, sure. Yeah, so I'm a personal trainer, health coach, nutritionist. I've been doing it for almost 7 years now, self-employed. And for most of my professional career, I've been pretty lucky. I've been getting a lot of referrals. I've had some good mentors that have handed me some clients, and it's sustained me for a really long time. But I've never really felt very confident on how I can bring in my own clients. I've done networking, I've done all that stuff, and it just burns me out. And the results, by the amount of time I've been putting into it, has just really not been that great. So I do see the value in paid ads, but when I've tried to run them or tinker with them myself, it's always an enormous waste of money. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like, should I keep running the ads? When should I turn them off? When should I do that? It's just, yeah, I just didn't really know. And so that's actually why I just randomly saw one of Mike's ads. And then I was like, well, this guy obviously knows his stuff. I saw him, connected with the ClickFunnels guy. It was worth, I just took a leap of faith and I just went for it. Yeah. And so that's kind of where we're at so far. I don't know if you want me to get into numbers or anything.
No. So we'll get into it in a little bit. So really, you never really had any success with Facebook ads before working with us, correct?
Yeah. It's been always just I've definitely wasted thousands of dollars at this point running my own ads on Facebook without any success over the years.
Okay. And so when you started working with us, like how long did it take you to start seeing leads coming in?
Well, let's see. So it took me a couple of weeks to build the funnel, but I was off and running off to the races pretty quick. I'd say once everything was put together, in about 2 weeks is when I really started to see really quickly started to see some clients come in.
Okay. And what was like your biggest fear before joining?
Honestly, it was just spending the money. Like, I realize it costs a lot to do this. It costs a lot to run ads. Getting coaching costs a lot, but I also see the value in it. And I know that, I can't, you have to kind of take that leap of faith sometimes, because if you don't, then you're just going to be in the same place you are, if not in a worse place. And you won't know really where to go. You'll just be stuck in a corner and you can't find your way out.
Okay. So in the last 2 weeks, things have really picked up for you. Why don't you talk a little bit about that and how you got over the hump, what I helped you with and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, for sure. So, so getting off to it, I was testing a lot of different creative and, I was getting some leads and there was like a slow trickle in, but nothing was really hitting. And, let's see. Oh, first there's actually, Mike had me tweak some of my, my copy actually. So one of the headers, so we did some split testing and then I started to see some better results with that. So I switched that out. And then from there, I played with a couple of different versions of creative, some different ad creative. The copy stayed the same. I just tweaked with a couple of different videos. And those other videos from Mike's recommendation were really, really good. I started to get a lot more interaction, a lot more engagement actually through social media as well. I was able to actually pull a client right off of Instagram, just chatting with them. So that was really cool. And so it just like, it was crazy because it was just like, there was nothing. And to be honest, I was freaking out a little bit, but I just kept trusting the process. Mike just kept telling me to just trust the process. And then, just after about 2 weeks time, there was just like, bam, then like really some solid leads came in and I eventually closed some clients, which was awesome.
So in the past 2 weeks, you've gotten 3 clients, correct?
Yes, gotten 3 clients. Yeah. And then I already got another one and I already have 2 more on the books to be closed like this coming week.
So essentially, you kind of have a system set up right now where you can systematically bring in new clients at will, and close them. Is that correct? Cool. And
Yeah.
you keep going.
Oh, no, nothing. It just cut out for a second, but yeah, I heard you.
Cool. And like, if anyone was on the fence of working with us, they're watching this right now, or whatever. What would you tell them if you were speaking to
Yeah.
them?
Well, every single time I get on a call with Mike, and I'm just like, I feel like it's like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I hit this wall. Like, what's going on? And then, like, every single time, sure enough, Mike will say, like, oh, yeah, look at this thing right here that for whatever reason, like, was completely, I couldn't even see, like, as far as seeing some sort of ad that needs to be shut off, or when some sort of creative needs to be tweaked. There's just It's just very evident that Mike knows his shit, and he's been doing it for a really long time, and he's there to support you, and also he's just like a straight shooter. Like, I'm from the West Coast, so us Californians, we're a little bit fluffier and touchier feely, but Mike really cuts to it, and it's actually really refreshing because I know exactly what he's talking about. He's like really directive, and we just get stuff done. Like, time is money.
Cool, man. Cool. Well, I appreciate you jumping on and, sharing that with us. And, if anybody's watching this, you heard it from Andy right here. He went through the process. He struggled a little bit and was a little worried, but he trusted it, kept going. And now he's bringing in clients at will. So thanks for jumping on with us, Andy.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Really appreciate it, man.